I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Will Hunter, and this is my custom league. It's not the regular NHL. You can check out my custom league rules in the description for context. And with that said, or at least we're off to a good start after a Game 1 win in this 4th round matchup against the Calgary Flames. Now it's time for Game 2, so let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. First, an injury update for the Flames. My assessment last game was completely wrong, as both Hellbuck and Danico are now well enough to play. So, playing for Calgary on the forward lines. On the first line is Jake Gensel, Sergei Fedorov, and Stan Mikita. On the second line is Ilya Mikheyev, Jason Arnott, and Matthew Barzal. On the third line is Ethan Morrow, Pierre LaRoche, and Frederic Rudeau. And on the fourth line is Mark Jankowski, Jake Evans, and Riley Smith. For Calgary's defensive pairs. On the first pair is Vladislav Gavrikov with Tommy Abeline. On the second pair is Ken Danico with Matt Dumba. And on the third pair is Igor Zamula with Brian Campbell. Starting in net is Connor Hellbuck with Gillies Villamir backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Corey Sarich, Blake Gazat, and Eric Holla. Playing for the Leafs on the forward lines. On the first line is Marcus Naslund, Eric Lindros, and Lanny McDonald. On the second line is Alexander Burrows, Bobby Clark, and Peter Bondra. On the third line, Zach Hyman, Vincent Danfus, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line is Marcus Johansson, Scott Lawton, and Mark Parrish. For Toronto's defensive pairs. On the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair is Ivan Provorov with Eric Chernak. On the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Tyler Myers. Starting in net is Dominic Hasek with Artur Shilov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Jonathan Toews, Damon Hunt, and Nikita Gurbankin.
Well, after that feeling out matchup in game number 1, the intensity should ramp up here in game number 2. Welcome back to EA Sports, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. Both teams look ready to go, and it's time to drop the puck. There is nothing quite like playoff hockey. Here we go. Rocks him on the play.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly.
The Flames don't like it, but they'll serve 2 in the penalty box.
Fired up to start the game, get everyone in it. Instead, you're on your heels. You're taking a 2-minute minor.
Toronto's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
Well, we all know that specialty teams are often the difference makers in the game, and with this one knotted at 0, they got to find a way to get the go-ahead right here and establish their presence on the power play.
Oh, how about that stepping up?
Get out the ice packs, hey, James? That's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot, and he does exactly that, and he takes away the shot threat.
Quick pass across to Lindros. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Too much traffic in the lane. Oh, and he misfires on that. And here's a shot from the slot. Comes up with a big-time glove save.
Hellbuck's in.
Brings the bill off the post.
So frustrating when you don't get the bounces. You just misses. That one goes off the pipe. You gotta wonder if you get the opening goal. The momentum's all in your favor.
Hellbuck's gonna hang on for a whistle.
I really like the way that this game is starting for them here, James, and the reason why is that they're physically engaging. Just have a look at this hit right here. When you want to drive play, you want to impose your physical will right from the start of the game. You want to be prepared right from puck drop. That hit right there tells me they're ready.
What an opportunity here on the power play with this offensive offensive zone draw.
It's all about motion and puck movement. Make the goaltender's already fatigued move.
The Leafs will start off on the attack after winning the draw. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Makita's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Toronto's got it in the offensive zone. And a great save!
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you. And he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Looking to knock it out of the zone. And he moves the puck across the blue line out of the defensive zone. Calgary's man is out of the box and we're back to even strength.
Power plays dictate games, and this one did not. And the coach will not be happy with the setup or the opportunity that this unit gave them.
Grips it, rips it, and that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. Picked up along the boards by Foot. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Hard hit frees up the puck. Just slide to the net. He's got it behind the cage. Tries to get it to Gensel. Takes a shot. And there's a glove save on the play. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Lots of time left in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Arnott's won the draw and they'll look to set up. Oh, he got a little sliver of it and it stays out.
Danico's back in the lineup after rehabbing his injury, and he's quick to create some offense there with that nice, dangerous shot.
The Flames gain possession along the wall. Moves it to Arnott. And that's stolen by Johansson. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. And it's kicked away. Dumba's got the puck in his own zone. The Flames looking against the half wall. And he puts that one aside with ease. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. Still scoreless in this one. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
They've got numbers. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one. And that's broken up by Jankowski. Quick pass to Samula. And the lane's clogged up blocking that. Moves it quickly over to Valimaki. Handles the puck. The Flames have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Here they come up along the wing. Here we go, odd-man rush. Stopped by the goaltender. Calgary's got the puck along the wall. Takes a shot. Blocked in front. Scrum ensues along the boards. Evans explores his options in the corner. The Flames take it along the wall. Slides the puck over. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Gets a pad on it. What a stop by Hellebuck. Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Calgary's got possession here in their own end. Great save by the goaltender to get a pad on that one. Keeping the puck out of the net. Back to the point it goes. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Quick feed to Makita. He carries the puck up along the wing. Getzel's been brought down, and we're going to get a penalty here. Let's see what the official makes for the final decision. The Leafs are going to be shorthanded as they are called for tripping.
Natural tendency for players is to reach when they've lost position on their opponent. When you reach, often you take out the feet of your opponent. This is an easy tripping call.
Our first look tonight at their power play unit.
With a scoreless game, James, an opportunity to go up by one. They'll want to gain possession right off the draw and set the tempo.
Great read by the winger to take possession with the two centermen tied up. The Leafs will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. Picked off. Denies him in close.
Provorov with a bad pass there.
If you want to be able to deny low zone shots, he does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
Clark's ready for the draws that will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Calgary's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Arnott's ready to take the draw here on this power play. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Past the midway mark of the frame, the game is still scoreless. The Flames take possession off the faceoff. And the puck clears the zone. The Flames scoop it up along the boards. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Shot! And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Works it across to Mikheyev. Quick pass to Arnott. The Flames carry it along the wall. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Grabs the puck here in their own end. Grabs control of it at the point. And the puck clears the zone. They'll be forced to leave as well. Slides it diagonally to Provorov. And that's intercepted by Mikheyev.
Morrissey's penalty is almost expired.
Denied by the goaltender. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Play ready to resume as everybody lines in for the faceoff. Calgary's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. And that one's turned away. Here's a short pass to Myers. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Oh, how did he get a piece of that? And the puck's knocked loose. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Steps inside the line. Moves it to Valimaki. Grabs it in his own end. Getzel's got it along the wing. Nice zone entry on the left side. Here's a shot. Turns it away. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. The Leafs will go to work here in the offensive zone. Big time stop there. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Long reach breaks up the momentum. The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Toronto's got it across the line. Quick pass to Smith. Passes the puck over to Albaline. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Toronto's moving it along the wing. Odd man rush. Takes a shot. Too many bodies in the way. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Sends it across the ice. Sends it in deep. The Flames gain possession. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Oh, it was a missile and he stopped it. Picked up along the wall by Jankowski. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Angles it over to Morrissey. The Leafs cross the blue line and are on the attack. Stones up with the blocker. Calgary's got it in their own zone. Nice feed at center, moves up ahead now. Can't connect on the shot. Slides the puck across to McDonald. On the attack along the boards. Calgary's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Broken up by Chernak. Scoops up the puck now. Hey, a lot of people excited as this opening period comes to an end. One of the all-time great rock acts from the 80s getting set to play here for these fans. And we'll catch our breath. Back with more in a moment.
Whole lot of nothing that period. Both teams had their chances, but the goalies stood tall. Let's hope Toronto can find this icebreaker in the second.
Both teams had a chance to recharge, and the officials set to drop the puck here on period number 2. Still zeros on the board as we are now underway in the second. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
The Leafs held the majority of play in that opening frame, James, and that'll be frustrating as it's a scoreless game. The coach will be telling them to continue to do the same things except to drive the middle of the ice. You got to get to those hard-scoring areas. You got to play dirty. You want to put it in the net.
Great on-ice vision to bat that down. Scooped up along the wall by Morrissey. Oh, look at this. Puck scooped up by Gavrikov. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Oh, he hammered him.
He knew exactly what he was doing going into this along the boards, James. I love that it was a clean hit. He finishes it off perfectly.
And a stick in the lane ends that threat. From the blue line, they take control of it. Denies him. He got all of it. Slides into Gavrikov. And he moves it up to Gensel. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. There's the whistle. We got an offside. We're still in the early stages of this period. We're still scoreless. Arnott's won the draw. Dished on over to Danico. Steps into all of that. Quick shot. Turns it aside with the glove.
Well, he's flashing the leather on this save. The shooter's in a grade A scoring area, and man, he just whips out the glove and makes the save.
The setters will glide into the dot. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Toronto's gained the line and into the zone. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Directs it on over to Mikheyev. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Denied by Hellebuyck. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. The Leafs win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Shuts them down. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Great poke check on the reach. Tries to feed it over to Dumba. Puck grabbed by Murray. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Danico. The Flames gain the zone. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. Still lots of time left in the period. Still no score in this one. Calgary's got it, and they're on the attack. Oh, read perfectly. What a save.
In the game of hockey, you know that your opponent is told to attack and drive the net and really get in the eyes of the tender. And for the goaltender, it's really important when there's a lot of traffic in front to make sure they have their eyes. So it's out-battling, outworking your opponent for those sight lines. He does an impressive job of making that save.
And a great save! Taken by Johansson. Toronto's got the puck in the defensive end. And that's picked up by Jankowski. And that shot gets caught in traffic. And now it's grabbed by Valimaki. Gaining momentum up along the side. Dishes it off. And makes the save. Quick feed to Evans. Shakes off the coverage. Takes the feed from the left side. Just slide. Puck picked up by Johansson. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Shot! Oh, denies him with the paddle save. Denies him again. Can't connect. Puck scooped up by Clark. Great pass off the boards. Puts him right into the wall.
Wow, this This is great. He closes quickly, and you can hear the boards reverberate, James. This was a huge hit.
Calgary's got the puck. They're looking to make something happen through the neutral zone now. Toronto's got the puck. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Hellebuck. Well past the midway mark of this period. Still looking for our first goal. Nice job tying up his opponent. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Can't maintain possession after that hit. Here's a short pass to Morrissey. And he's knocked off the puck there. Moves it to Morrissey. Oh, he didn't get all of it, but just enough to keep it out of the net.
Great position.
Off the post!
Lindros hits the frame again, James. This has got to be so frustrating. You got to say to yourself, man, can I get a bounce?
And that's off a stick. Oh, the sauce on that pass. And he takes the dish. Oh, look at this chance. What a stop as he puts out the fire. Hasek's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Well, we all know in playoffs that the ice closes up quickly. It can feel real small out there, and so you got to find ways to create your space. And that's a huge hit right there, sending a message, trying to open up ice and open up space.
The centermen glide into position. The Leafs win the draw on their own end. Quick pass across to Burrows. Broken up at center by Gensel. The Flames ready to go on the attack. The Leafs gain possession in their own end. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. To his teammate. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Hellebuck. And they take possession here in the offensive zone, and time to go on the attack. Oh, one of his team off the post!
Gotta love offense, James, and the ability to score goals. And this one just goes right off the pipe. That's frustrating.
And it goes off a stick. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. Gavrikoff's got it in the defensive end. The Flames played along the wing. From the right side, takes the pass. Puts it in deep. Calgary's gained possession along the boards. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Sent into the offensive zone. The Flames gain possession along the wall. Tosses it to Smith. Steps across the blue line. Sends it out front, and that's stopped. Toronto's got it against the boards. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. In the final moments of this period, we've still got zeros on the board. Calgary's got it in the defensive zone. Oh, beauty stick save there off that deflection. Foots walking the line. And that's intercepted by Mikheyev. And he takes the feed. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Second intermission approaching quickly here. Sends it in on the attack. Quick pass to Foot. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Hellebuck. Takes it at center. Shot! And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Both teams gliding into position, and the official set to drop the puck. The Leafs win it in the defensive zone. And there's the buzzer bringing the second period to an end. You don't want to go home yet, do you? Third period action still to come.
Another scoreless period. The Leafs got a lot of shots on net. Let's hope they can keep this up and eventually get one.
We are moments away from the third period. The truth lies here. Here we go. Time of the essence here as the third period is now underway. Still looking for that first goal of the game. All right, Cheryl, we played 2 periods in this one. Give the fans at home your take on what you've seen.
What a brilliant performance by both goaltenders. It's just a question of who's going to let in the first goal, the opening goal of this game. I mean, the high-flying offense, you've seen it firing on all cylinders, high octane, but the goaltender's shutting the door. Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
Lots of time left in this period. Still scoreless in this one. Calgary's won the faceoff. And they got caught up in traffic and hit the stick. Stops him cold. Blast from the blue line. Oh, turns it aside once again.
Beauty save back there. He's really owning his crease.
They've got numbers here. Denied by Hellebuck. Pinned up along the boards. The Flames have it against the wall. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Moves it quickly over to Morrissey. And a great heads-up defensive play here. Toronto's got possession of the puck. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Through center. Dumps it into the O-zone. Taken along the wall by Gavrikov. Calgary's in transition. The Leafs take possession in the defensive end. There's a hit, and he's trying to leave everything out there on the ice tonight. Big time stop there.
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
Fires it into the offensive zone. The Flames have it now.
Oh! Danfus gets that one.
The way they physically engage, and this whole sequence leading to the goal starts with the way that he makes contact, separating the player from puck, so a defensive play that winds up in offensive goal.
Toronto's gone up by 1 here in the third, and how big is this now?
Oh, this is a huge goal. You put the pressure on your opponent. Yeah, you've had possession all game, but you haven't converted. It's been a 0-0 game up to this point, so now the pressure is applied on the opponent. They'll look to attack. You have to be ready for it, be physically engaged, and look to attack the net. Try and get that insurance marker.
A chance in front! Big save by the goaltender watching that one.
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got out and challenged right away to make the save.
Quick feed to Provorov. Routine save made by Hellebuck. The Flames gain control of the puck against the wall. Makes his presence known on the ice. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Gains the zone on the left wing. Shot! Denies him! Grabbed along the boards by Arnott. The Leafs gain possession. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. Takes the pass from the left wing. Big stop right there.
Hellebuck's dialed in and able to redirect that puck to the corner.
Passes it over. The Leafs look to start the transition game. They're picking up steam through the neutral zone. From the open ice, they gain the line. And there's the save. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. Toronto's ahead 1-0. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. The Leafs played along the boards. Great use of the stick in the defensive end by Campbell. Looks to set up at the point now. Here they come inside the neutral zone. And now he tries to get it across to Lawton. Coughs up the puck after that hit. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. And that ricochets off a twig in front. Here he is, shot right in front. Shuts him down.
The shots come from the middle of the ice, and it has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Flushes the leather. What a save by Hellebuck.
One of the most difficult things to do in hockey is manage the pulse of the game. And when you're trailing, you got to find ways to get back in it, to fuel, to ignite yourself, to push and dictate pace. Well, that hit right there is sending a very clear message that they're still in it.
The Leafs have continued to put lots of pucks on net, and they lead it here in the third. Here's a short pass to Gavrikov. Picked up along the boards by Jankowski. And now he passes up to Evans. The Leafs scoop it up along the boards. Oh, a clutch save!
This is a fantastic save, James.
Gotta move that puck behind the net.
What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. A reason why he can get square to it and make the save.
Sends it over to Jankowski. Calgary's on the attack. Denied by the goaltender.
The Leafs have layered well today and really protected their goaltender who's seen everything. They're so close to the shutout. Yes, it's a superstition, but this team has played so well defensively. It's not just a goaltender stat, it's a team stat.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Gets a piece of it with the glove. Gains the zone. Oh, what a hit along the wall.
Oh, Eric Lindros.
Prime example of not taking the care of the puck in your own end, and you find a way to get out of it. You weather the storm, but in transition, when you are quick, you can capitalize, and that's exactly what's happened here. Well, you can see the coach on the bench after that last goal.
At least now the Leafs can say they won the game by scoring a goal.
You can see the feedback that's coming to athletes, and he wants to see a difference out there. He needs someone to make an impact.
Toronto's now up by 2 here in the late stages of the third. It feels like time is on their side.
Time is on their side, but they're going to have to finish it. The clock seems a little thin right now for them, and on the other side, you've got an urgent team. If they can get within striking distance, they'll get their netminder out.
Pass it up ahead.
Fast and quick lead pass.
Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. And that slides right out to center ice. From the point, they take control of it. Oh, it goes right out the post. And he puts it in
Chernak
his own net.
with the Plinko goal.
Well, you don't see that very often when you shoot it into your own net trying to clear the puck. That's ugly.
Are having themselves a night. They probably don't want this one to end, Pounder.
Nah, I wouldn't. If you're padding the stats and you're putting up these kind of numbers, I mean, from start to finish, they've imposed their will on their opponent.
And here at center, that's intercepted. Oh, what a save! I can't believe he kicked it out.
I don't even know how he got to that puck there, James. Goalie coaches are going to continually work on position. Well, this has nothing to do with it. This is all about will, getting to the puck, and being acrobatic in your crease.
The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Picked off by Danico. Pass right back. Puts a little mustard on the hit to knock the puck loose. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Moves it to Burrows. Fires it on net. Oh, what a stop by Hellebuck.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Here's a chance! In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play.
Lindros doing a great job tonight of showing off his offensive skill set in this game here, James. Multiple opportunities on the net. He sticks with it. He's been sniffing in around the paint, and he finally converts. You can see sort of the weight come off of his shoulders right now. I expect the stick to be lighter in his hands, and wouldn't be surprised if he gets another one.
Toronto's manufactured plenty of offense tonight, and they lead here late in this third period. They win the draw and go on the attack. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. The Flames take it across the line. Here he is with the backhander. And a great save.
Well, he's going to win the foot race to the net here, but he's got to have the courage to do it as well. He fights for the space to get the shot off. That's a high-danger scoring chance. Just doesn't connect.
McDonald's getting 2 for interference here. He's off to the box.
I think this is a pretty easy call. I mean, you can't get in the way of someone without the puck and impede on their forward movement.
Calgary's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
Power plays, more time on the ice, the ability to get that puck moving. These players know exactly what they're doing. They work on it in practice. Spoke to some of them earlier today at the pregame, and they talked about the execution and the precision in particular with their puck movement.
Puck move back to center, forcing them to regroup. Calgary's got it behind the net. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. We got a delayed penalty coming up. That tripped right in front of the official's eyes. Can't get away with that. And coach is looking for an explanation here from the official.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the refs here because he wants to know why his team is being penalized more often, and it's clearly having a factor in the game.
Calgary's got a 5-on-3, and the clock's their BFF here. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Hasek's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
For this goalie, he deserves a highlight pack. I mean, he's made many huge saves tonight that has given his team momentum, and it's about the timeliness of his save to sort of reset the momentum in a game and give your team an opportunity to win, and that's exactly what he's done between the pipes tonight, James.
Hyman side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Arnott's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Here's the shot! And he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
Quick pass to Arnott. Stoppage in play, offside the call. Chance to reset here on the draw, this man advantage. Calgary's got a hold of the puck. Now over to Barzal. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Takes a shot. A packed house here in the arena tonight as the final seconds tick away. They're on their feet, saluting their team on a job well done. The Leafs have traded tonight like a shooting gallery and are in cruise control late in the third. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. And there's the final horn, bringing this one officially to an end. Cheryl, the power of a locked-in Tendy tonight.
The goaltender was outstanding in this one, pitching a shutout, James. It is critically important that you get the saves when you need them, but how about the structure defensively? They really tightened up and didn't give much up.
This has really become one of the real premier party destinations in the hockey landscape, and here's a reason why. Look at this celebration here, Cheryl.
And you gotta love this. I mean, the fans are there for you while you're playing the game, and you come back out to say thank you to them.
Well, hopefully you're just as excited as we are to call the next postseason game down the road, and we will see you then. From all of us here at EA Sports, thanks for joining us.
Well, another game, another shutout for the Leafs and Hasek. as the Leafs outshoot Calgary 36-32, out-hit them 35-28, have more time in attack, better passing percentage. Calgary won the faceoffs 25-11. Calgary went 0 for 2 on the power play. Leafs went 0 for 1. For the box scores for Toronto, you had Lindros with the goal, Hyman Clark with assists, and Chernak and Danfus with goals. And Hasek was a perfect 32 for 32. For Calgary, there was no scoring. And Hellebuck made 33 saves on 36 shots, 3 goals allowed for a .917 save percentage. And your 3 stars of the night are Vincent Danfus, Eric Lindros, and Dominik Hasek. With the win, Toronto takes a 2-0 series lead. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game, as the series heads to Calgary for Game 3 of this 4th round matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Calgary Flames.